Hello, dear students. Welcome back. I am Dr. Mangala Kumari BS, Assistant Professor in English. So, this is our fourth video regarding the topic The Adventure of Three Students. The second lesson, which is prescribed for second semester BSc, Bangalore North University and Bangalore University. So, in this video, I am going to talk about recapitulation of previous sessions, grammar component, the language activity which is attached to the topic, the adventure of three students, that is question forms, okay, and practicing exercise of question forms and recapitulation. Okay, in this video, remember students, we are going to focus on question forms. Let us go to the core of the video. Before we go to the video, let us check your previous knowledge. In the previous videos, three videos, we talked about the short story, The Adventure of the Three Students. Especially in our previous video, we talked about the characters of the story. We talked about the character Mr. Sherlock Holmes. We talked about the character Mr. Soames, Gilchrist, and Dowlat Ras, McLaren, and Bannister. Okay, so we had finished the short story in the previous video. Now in this video I am going to talk about the language activity which is attached to the short story, the adventure of the three students. So the language activity which is attached is question forms. Remember, we are going to talk about the language activity question forms in this video. See students, asking questions is a skill. Okay, so you should keep asking the questions to your teachers in the classroom, or you should get doubts, right? So it is a skill. Asking questions, probing is a skill, and there are many ways of asking questions in English language. Here in this chapter we are going to talk about the three forms of questions. Okay, there are three ways asking questions. So those three ways are being discussed in this chapter. So which are those three forms? First one is, remember, concentrate. The first one is yes or no questions. Yes or no questions are also called as closed questions. Second one, WH questions. Third one, question tags. Remember students, in this chapter we are going to talk about yes or no questions, WH questions, question tags. Let us take up the first form of question, that is yes or no questions. What are these yes or no questions? Yes or no questions are also called as closed questions. So let us see the definition of yes or no questions. There are certain questions that can be answered by either yes or no without question words or WH words. Such questions are called as yes or no questions. That means there won't be question words in those questions, and they can answered only by yes or no. The answer will be yes or no. That is why they are called as yes or no questions. Okay, so these questions are asked to seek confirmation. Okay, whether it is confirmed or not, yes or no. To seek confirmation, these questions are asked. So what kind of pattern is followed here in this question? Question is also a type of sentence. So what kind of grammatical pattern we are following here? First comes auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs are also called as helping verbs. Remember, helping verbs are be forms of verbs, that is am, is, are, was, were. These are be forms. Okay, plus do forms of verbs. Do forms means do, does, did. Okay, and have forms. Have forms means has, have, had. Plus modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are can, could, shall, should, may, might, okay, must, ought to, used to. All these are modal auxiliary verbs. All together, be forms, do forms, have forms, and modal auxiliaries. All these are called as helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Any one of those, okay, which comes in the pattern of this yes or no questions. First comes auxiliary verb. After that, subject of the question, subject of the sentence comes. Subject of the sentence always will be in pronoun or noun. Normally here pronoun will be there. Most of the time pronoun will be there. Subject of the sentence. After that, main verb will come. Main verbs means action words. Action words like walking, swimming, writing, reading. All these are action main verbs. Okay. So the pattern, once again, let me tell you. Pattern of yes or no questions is auxiliary verb, subject, main verb. Okay, first comes auxiliary verb, then comes the subject, after that main verb comes. For example, let us see the example in terms of sentences, questions. You will understand clearly. Example, are you playing? Here in this question, are is auxiliary verb, you is subject, playing is main verb. Are you playing? Question mark. This is yes or no question. Okay, an example of yes or no question. Next example, have you prepared the chart? This is also second example of yes or no questions. Third one, did you find the book? Okay, so did is auxiliary verb, you is subject, find is the main verb, right? So in this way, the pattern comes in yes or no questions. These are the examples of yes or no questions. I hope you have understood yes or no questions. There is a general rule to form these yes or no questions. What is that? Placing the auxiliary verb before the subject. We always, in framing questions, we always put or place auxiliary verb before the subject. Normally in sentences, what happens? First subject comes, then the verb. Okay. For example, baby cries. Okay. So I work. These are all sentences. I work in GFGC Carepuram. In that way, in that I is subject, work is verb. Okay, so that is the normal way of placing the subject and verb in a normal sentence. But in here, yes or no questions, when we change that statement into a question, what happens? We change the order of the subject and verb. Okay, inversion, inverting the order of subject and auxiliary verb, we frame questions. Okay, here there is a general rule to frame yes or no questions. What is that? We place auxiliary verb before the subject. Okay, have you prepared? Have is auxiliary, you is subject, prepared is main verb. Okay, so that is a pattern. You have prepared the chart. That is a statement. Same statement when it comes to, when it gets transformed into a question, have you prepared? Inversion of have and you. Okay, so in that way, that is a general rule. Next, yes or no questions can be formed in certain situations. Okay, let us see first situation when these yes or no questions are formed. If the main verb is one of the forms of be forms, I've already told you, am, is, are, was, were. These are be forms, right? If the main verb itself is in any of these forms, then it is placed before the subject. In such situation, we frame yes or no questions. We have already seen in the first example. Okay, let us see here once again. It is raining. Okay, it is raining. That is a statement, right? This statement has to be changed into a question, yes or no question. How to change? Invert the order of subject and verb. First, you put the auxiliary, here the auxiliary verb itself is the main verb. That means is only the verb here. No other main verbs are there. Okay, this is one situation. It is raining. Here, only one verb is there, that is. Right? Is be form of verb, and that itself is a main verb. No other action words are there here. Okay, so no other action words in the sense raining, of course it is there, but is the main verb, which functions as main verb here. So how to invert the order? Is it raining? Okay, so is it raining is yes or no question. Second example, she was an actress. In this, was itself is a main verb. Though it is be form auxiliary helping verb, it itself is main verb here. No other main verbs are there in this sentence. Absolutely no other main verbs here especially. Okay, so was only verb. Then how to change this into an yes or no question? Was she an actress? Invert the order. She was becomes was she. Okay, if you invert the order, automatically it becomes a question. Okay, yes or no question. Was she an actress? So in this way, we can make questions by using be forms as main verbs. Okay, let us see the table here. See, Sanvi is a dancer. This is a sentence where be form is itself is the main verb. So in this case, how to frame yes or no question? How to change it into an yes or no question? Is Sanvi a dancer? Invert the order. That becomes yes or no. Answer will be yes, she is, or no, she is not. Either this or that. Second example with am. Okay, is one of the be forms, that is over. Second, let us see am. I am going to the class. Okay, am I going to the class? Yes, I am. No, I am not. So either yes or no. Let us see with are. The boys are playing the cricket. Okay. So how it should be changed to yes or no question? Are the boys playing cricket? The boys are playing. Are the boys playing? I think you have understood. So yes or no will be the answer. Were. Let us see with were. The girls were singing. This is a sentence. How to change it into a yes or no question? Were the girls singing? The girls were the girls. Okay, so if you change the order and make use a question mark at the end, it becomes yes or no question. Answer will be either yes or no. Let us see with was. Raj was late to the class. So Raj was late to the class. Here the subject is Raj. Was is the main verb or the verb. Okay. So change the order. Put the verb first, auxiliary verb first, then the subject. What happens? It becomes was Raj. Was Raj late to the class? And the rest you keep it as it is. It becomes a question. Answer will be either yes or no. Okay, these are all be forms. These are all examples of yes or no questions with be forms of verbs. Okay, be forms are is, am, is, are, was, were. Okay, so next situation, let us see. Then in the other situation where yes or no questions are formed, the second situation is if there is no be form, what happens? If there is no be form in the sentence, do, does, or did are used to frame the yes or no question. How? If the verb is present, the main verb is present, do or does are added before the subject. Okay, do is used in case of pronouns like I, you, we, they. Okay, these are, see, I, we first person, you is second person, they is third person. Okay, in English language there are three persons: first person, second person, third person. I, we is first person, you is second person, it, he, she, they're all third person. Here do is used in case of pronouns I, you, we, they. First person singular, first person plural. Which are the first person singular, first person plural here? First person singular is I, first person plural is we. Then the second person, both singular plural, we use you only. Okay, there is no other form for plural second person. You itself is used for both singular and plural. And third person plural is they. Okay, in these pronouns, with these pronouns, do is used. Then does is used if the subject is third person singular. Third person singular is he, she, it. They will become plural. So singular third person is he, she, it. With all this, does is used. That means do is plural. Okay, does is singular, right? So this you remember. Let us see the example. The singers practice every day. The singers practice every day. Here, the subject is the singers. Practice is verb. There are no be forms of verbs here. Main verb itself is a verb here. Which is the main verb? Practice. Okay. The singers subject. Practice is verb. The singers practice every day. This is the statement. How to change this into an yes or no question? Change the order here also. How? Put the verb first, then the subject. Okay. Change the order of the subject and verb. Invert the subject and verb. So what happens? Do the instead of here, instead of verb, use do. Okay. So here the singers plural third person. That is why do is used. Do the singers practice every day? The singers practice every day. Do the singers practice every day? Becomes a question. Okay. Do is used because the singers is plural and third person. Next example. They go to a movie. They go to a movie. Okay. Go is verb. They is subject. They subject is which person and which number. Number means singular or plural. Number in English grammar is singular or plural. Person means first person, second person, third person. They go to a movie. Should be an yes or no question. How to change this? Add do. Okay. Why? Because they is plural and third person. Do is, should be added. Do they go to a movie? Becomes yes or no question. Next example. Lata sings well. Lata sings well. In this sentence, it is a statement. It has to be changed into yes or no question. How? Observe the subject first. Lata. Which person it is? Third person. How many? Lata is only one. That is singular. Then which should be used? Do or does? Correct. Does is singular. Okay. So for plural, do is used. Singular, does is used. Lata sings well. How to change it into an yes or no question? Does Lata sing well? Okay. Does Lata sing well? Not sings, sing. Okay. Why? Does is already there. So this becomes yes or no question here. Next example. Rohit plays cricket. Here also same like Lata sings well. So put Rohit after the verb. Okay, which is the verb here? Plays. So plays is the main verb. Instead of it, does is used. Why? Third person singular is Rohit. That is why does is used. Does Rohit play cricket? Remember students, if does is used, no need of adding yes to the verb play. This you remember always. Does Rohit play cricket? Not plays cricket. Okay. Next example. Does so these are the examples. Now let us see the pattern here. What kind of pattern is used? The pattern which is used here, do or does, that means verb plus subject plus main verb. Okay. So in this situation, the pattern is do or does plus subject of the sentence, then the verb. Let us see with the previous example, does Rohit play cricket? So does plus Rohit is subject plus play is verb. Okay, that is the pattern. I hope you have understood this. Now let us go to the table here. Making questions with do or does. In this table, we have we can see many examples. See, here in the first column, statements are given, and in the second column, yes or no questions are made. The same statements are made as yes or no questions. Then the answers. Okay. Let us see the first example. Raj gets up at 6. This becomes, when it is yes or no question, does Raj get up at 6? Answer yes or no. Second example, Veena works hard. Okay. Question, yes or no question is, does Veena work hard? Answer yes or no. In this way. Next example, let us see. Radha dances well. Yes. So when it is changed to yes or no question, does Radha dance well? Next, I know Ankit. Okay, I know Ankit. Here, I know Ankit. Okay, so question is, do you know Ankit? Okay, so with I, you, they, do comes, not does. Though I is singular, it is first person. So if with first person, second person, whether plural or singular, do is used. Okay, do you know Ankit? Next, answer will be yes or no. The last example, she speaks French. Okay, here she is subject, speaks is verb, French. Okay, she singular third person. That is why does is used here. So invert the order. First comes the subject. First comes the verb. The verb here is speaks. Instead of the verb, we are using does here. Does she speak French? Okay. Does she speak French? Not speaks, remember. Okay. Answer will be yes or no. Next, if the verb is in the past tense, so far we have seen present tense, plural and singular. If the sentence question is in past tense, what should be used? Correct. Did is used. Okay. Do, does, present tense forms. Do is plural present tense. Does is singular present tense. Past tense, past form of do or does is did. Okay, for both singular and plural, did is used in the past tense. Remember, if the verb is in the past tense, we should add did. Instead of do or does, did should be added before the subject. Example, Raju wrote a story. Wrote is past form. Raju wrote a story. Wrote is past form, so sentence is in past tense. So how to make it a question? Yes or no question? Yes. Invert the order. Put first place the verb, then place the subject. So here verb is wrote. Okay. So since the main verb is there, I hear either I hear did should be used. Okay. Just because it is past tense, did is used, not do or does. So did Raju? Did Raju write a story? Keep the next thing as they are. Okay, did Raju write a story becomes an yes or no question. Right. One more example. He discovered a new medicine. The question will be, yes or no question will be, did he discover a new medicine? Remember, here not discovered, discover. Why? Because did is already there. In the first example also, not wrote, write. Why? Because did is already there. Did Raju write a story? Did he discover a new medicine? Okay. So these are the yes or no questions. In this way, we can change these sentences into yes or no questions. Remember, students, with do, which are the pronouns we have used here as subjects? With do, I, you, we, they. These are the pronouns used with do. With does, which pronouns are used as subjects here? He, she, it. He, she, it. These pronouns, which are singular third person, are used for does. Okay. With did, all the past tenses of these pronouns are used with did. Okay. Remember. Next, third situation we are going to discuss. In the third situation where yes or no questions are formed, placing the auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs like other auxiliary forms. Okay. Example, has, have, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. If those things are there in the sentence, how to frame yes or no questions? Put all these auxiliary verbs before the subject. Okay. Let us see the examples. It is in the form of table. Let us see the table. See, first column statement, second column we have changed the statements into yes or no questions, third column answers. Okay. See, let us see the first example, exemplary sentence. He has got a camera. He has got a camera. Okay. So here he is the subject. Two verbs are there. has and got. Okay, with has, what to do? So put the order. First you put the auxiliary verb has, then put the subject. It becomes yes or no question. Has he got a camera? Okay, he has got a camera becomes has he got a camera? Answer will be yes or no. Next example, she will attend the party. She will attend the party. Okay, so she will attend the party becomes will she attend the party? She will becomes will she attend the party? Yes or no answer. Okay, third example, he can swim. He can swim becomes can he swim? Can he swim is the yes or no question. Answer will be yes or no. We shall sing together. Next example, we shall sing together becomes shall we sing together? We shall becomes shall we. Okay, you could get me some water. You could get me some water. This becomes could you get me some water? You could becomes could you. Okay, just change the order of the verb and subject. Next example, the children should do their homework. How it becomes yes or no question? Should the children do their homework? Should the children do their homework? Yes or no? Okay, she must go now. Next example. She must go now becomes must she go now? Must she go now? Yes or no? He will be reading the book. Question will be will he be reading the book? He will be reading the book becomes will he be reading the book? Will he be reading the book? Yes or no? She has completed her work. Has she completed her work? She has completed her work becomes has she completed her work? I may borrow your book is the statement. When it becomes yes or no question, how it becomes may I borrow? I may borrow becomes may I borrow. Okay, may is auxiliary verb, auxiliary modal verb, and then the subject I. May I borrow your book? Yes or no. Okay, so in this way other auxiliary verbs will work with yes or no questions. So students, with this we have finished the first form, yes or no questions. I hope you have understood very well with the examples and illustrations. The second form is WH questions. These WH questions, let us see the definition of WH questions. We don't seek answers to all the questions in yes or no form. Okay, answers also will be there other than yes or no. So sometimes we ask questions about a person, about a thing, or a reason, or an information we seek through questions. Okay, so such information is sought through the questions beginning with WH words. Okay, such words are called as WH questions. Such information like person, thing, reason, or any other information are asked or sought through questions which begin with WH words. Such words, such sentences are called as, such questions are called as WH questions. Okay, which are these WH words? What do you mean by WH words? Let us see. There are 9 WH words in English language, in English grammar. Which are those? Which start with WH. Okay, they are also called as question words. Let us see those 9 forms. Who, whose, which, why, where, how, when, whom, and what. These are all 9 WH words. See, all the WH words will start with WH except how. Okay, how doesn't start with WH, but it is also called as WH words. It is categorized with question words, right? So 9 forms of WH words we saw, and let us see the example of those 9 WH words. Okay, questions. Let us see the exemplary questions with WH words or question words. First example is who is making noise? This is WH question with who. Second, whose book is this? Third, which is the best restaurant here? Fourth, why are you late? Next, where shall we go for vacation? Next one, how long have you been working here? Next one, when will the movie begin? Next question, with whom? Whom do you like to meet? Next one, what's your name? Okay, these are the 9 types of questions formed by using 9 different question words or WH words. Okay, let us see when who is used, when is used, whose is used. All those 9 question words are used in which situation or for what purpose. Let us see. Okay, these WH questions follow the same order as yes or no questions. That means inversion, inverting the verb and the subject. First comes the verb, then comes the subject. Before all this auxiliary and the subject, WH words will come. Okay, so that is the order. um, See, WH questions follow the same order as yes or no questions. We insert am, is, are, was, were. These are B forms plus other auxiliary verbs like have, model, have, has, had, or model auxiliaries like will, shall, can, could, etc. Before the subject. Okay, these verbs are placed before the subject. And however, we use the WH word or question word in the first place before the auxiliary verbs. Okay, so let us see the order. Example, Anne is in London. Okay, Anne is in London is a statement. How to make it a question? How to make it a WH question? Where is Anne? This is the WH question of Anne is London. Okay, Anne is in London. Where is Anne? Where is Anne? Look at the pattern here. Where is WH word, then auxiliary verb is, then the subject. That is the pattern here. That is the order here. Okay, let us see another example. Sham will come back in the evening. So how to frame a question out of this? When will Sham come back? Okay. When is WH word, will is the auxiliary verb, Sham is the subject. Same order like yes or no question, but here one extra thing is added. What is that? WH word is added extra. So let us see when to use all these WH words. Who is used for person? For example, who is your sister? Sister is a person. Whose is used for possession. For example, whose bag is this? Possession. Whose bag is this? Next, whom is also used for person. Whom do you prefer to go with? Okay. Which is used for choice. Which is your pen? Choice. Okay. What WH word is used for? Things, actions, or reason. How to frame the question? What do you teach? Where is used for place. So question form is, where is Raju going? When is used to indicate the time. Question framed by this is, when are you coming home? Okay. Why is used to indicate reason or purpose. So the question formed by this is, why is it so dark here? How is used to indicate the explanation or manner in which the action is done. Okay, so the question framed by this is, how do we bake a cake? How do we bake a cake? Okay, so these are the 9 types of questions, and these are the 9 types of questions framed by using 9 different WH words or question words. I hope you have understood all those things. See, there are exceptions. 2 except situations are there in this aspect. Which are those? Sometimes common expressions are used with how. How? The pattern is how plus adjective plus adverb. Example, if you see, you will understand. More than the pattern, if you see the example, you will understand very well. Let us see the example. How old is your grandmother? How old is your grandmother? How plus old is adjective. Is your grandmother. Okay, here adverb is not there anyway. Let us see the next example. Only how plus adjective is there, then the verb is coming. Okay, so uh, No, it is not adverb actually, it is verb. Okay, it is wrongly put there. How plus adjective plus verb. Okay, how plus old is adjective, is verb. Okay, instead of adverb, you have to make it verb here. It is a spelling mistake there, right? So, how fast can you swim? How plus fast is adverb here. See, here it is adverb. Okay, pattern. See, different patterns are used. It anyway, it may not be a spelling mistake. So in the that pattern is suitable to the second example. Okay, how fast can you swim? Fast is adverb. Okay, and can is verb. See, different patterns are there. This is different situation with how, making the questions in different situation. Okay, these are the extra situations, exceptions. Next, sometimes we put prepositions at the end of the questions. How? Let us see the example. What are you looking for? For is the preposition which is used at the end of the question. And what is your book all about? About is preposition which is put at the end. Okay, so dear students, with this we have finished second type of question, that is WH words, WH questions. We are going to the third form, that is question tags. Which are these question tags? What are these? Let us see the definition of question tags. Sometimes we ask questions for confirmation, okay, by making short additions to the sentences. That this here the subject of it is always a pronoun. Example: Sheila is a teacher, isn't she? Okay, so these are known as question tags. Okay, here see, look at the tag. Isn't she is a tag, and the pattern here is tag plus pronoun. Okay, second example, let us see. They do not want to go out, do they? Tag plus pronoun. These are the examples of question tags. Okay, so how to add these tags? There are certain rules to follow. Which are those rules? If the statement is positive, the tag becomes negative. Example: it is a hot day. It is a hot day is positive sentence, and the tag should be negative, isn't it? Okay, it is a hot day, isn't it? Isn't, not is negative. So when do we make the sentence negative? By adding negative forms like no, not, never. Okay, isn't it? Not is there, that is why it is negative. And it is a hot day, there is no negatives, that is why it is positive. Okay, the statement is and it is a hot day is statement, isn't it is a tag. If the statement is negative positive, the tag should be negative, and vice versa. You are Kumar, aren't you? Okay, Raj was in Delhi last week, wasn't he? See, here all the statements are in positive, tags are in negative. Okay, next rule is, if the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. Okay, example: they were not in the class. See, not is there, so statement is negative, and the tag should be positive without not. How? Were they? Were they is the tag. They were not in the class, were they? It is not raining, is it? Vani hasn't got her salary, has she? Okay, so this is the second situation. Third point is, if there are no modal auxiliaries like is, was, were, and other modal auxiliaries, other auxiliary verbs, other helping verbs, etc., what to do? Do, does, or did to be added. Okay, if there are main verbs, do or does to be does or did to be added. Do is used in case of we, they, you, I, plural. Plural first person, third person, and first person, second person. Okay, in present tense. And does is used in case of singulars like she, he, it in present tense. Did is used in case of we, they, you, I, he, she, it, all in past tense. Okay, let us see the examples. They play tennis, don't they? Play is there. There is no is or was or were or can, could, or any kind of auxiliary verbs. Here play is their main verb. So instead of play, you have to put do, right? They play tennis. This is positive. Don't they? Negative tag should be there. She likes sweets. This is the statement which is positive. So make the tag negative. Doesn't she? Okay. Raj ate biscuits. Didn't he? Okay. So, dear students, with this, I hope you have understood all the three question forms. We discussed yes or no questions, WH questions, and question tags. Okay. With this, we have finished our topic, and let us see here the practicing exercises are given. Try to answer these questions. First, yes or no questions or closed questions are given. Choose the correct question form. Almost in the examination, same pattern will be asked. So choose the correct question form. You live in Bangalore. Okay. Do you live in Bangalore? In that way, you have been to Ooty. Have you been to Ooty? Question mark should be added. Okay. Then exercises related to WH questions. Fill in the blanks with appropriate WH question forms. Where is your house? Where are you going? Like that. And one more type they will be asked, they'll ask in the examination. Make questions to get the underlined word as answer. Okay. So some words are underlined, and such words should be the answer. In that way, you have to frame the questions. Vikas is coming to India this Christmas. So Vikas is underlined. It should be it should be the answer. In such a way, you have to frame the questions. So how to frame the question? Who is coming to India this Christmas? My cousins go out for lunch on Sundays. Sundays is underlined. It should be the answer. How to frame? Yes. When do my cousins go out for lunch? On Sundays. Okay. So next, filling the blanks with prepositions. Prepositions, they take place at the end with the questions we have already discussed. Okay. With a little bit confusing patterns with how and all. Okay. So what are you talking about? Where does he come from? Okay, like that. Try to fill, and exercise related to question tags. Add question tags. In this way, directly they ask. Blank spaces will be there. You have to fill the blank spaces with tags. Remember, if the statement is positive, tag should be negative. If the statement is negative, tag should be positive. And if there are no auxiliary verbs, main verbs are there. Do, does, or did should be added. Bhaskar will be late. Won't he? Bhaskar will be late. Won't he? Okay. Won't he will be the tag. Children don't want to go out. Do they? Okay. So children cannot be, children should be replaced by they. Bhaskar should be replaced by he. Okay. With the pronouns. These are the tags. Okay. Dear students, we have come to the end of our video. Before we end the video, let us see the recapitulation. In this video, we talked about three types of question forms, which are those yes or no questions or closed questions with only yes or no as answers, and WH questions we discussed with 9 types of question words like who, why, how, etc. And question tags with tag and pronoun. Okay, so with certain rules like if the statement is positive, tag should be negative. If the statement is negative, tag should be positive. And if there are names, pronouns should be used in their places. And if there are main verbs, do or does or did should be used. Okay. So dear students, thank you for listening to me all this time. We are going to end the meeting.